What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're unboxing the Tamiya Toyota GR Supra Custom. So let's go to unbox, open it up, see what goes on, and we'll take more detail later on. Alrighty, so first things first is we'll get the clear parts. We'll keep them in the bag so they don't get scratched up. But the thing about Tamiya, they have big locating pins where you can mount your clear parts, so that way you don't have to get any glue near the windows, which is awesome. But typical Tamiya, these things are absolutely fantastic. These are your little headlights. Looks like your little LED lights in there. Here is your windshield headlights right there. So really cool. Here is your side windows. Again, big locating pin, so you don't have to get glued near the actual window. There is your tail lights and some locating pins or markers, indicator markers you want to call it. Really nice. We're going to get the decals, and very basic on the decal sheet. You do have some speaker grills right there, some pedals, and your indicators, your LEDs for your headlights, for your daytime running lights, which is pretty cool. Your Toyota badges, your some license plates, and your gauge cluster. Alongside, you do get your window maskings for your windows and stuff, and your quarter windows and stuff, which is really nice. So they're pre-cut out. Just place them on the windows and airbrush on the black, or paint the black trim around the windows, which is awesome. And then they give you a little sheet of metal transfers, mainly for your mirrors, your Supra badge, and your little tiny Toyota emblem for your steering wheel. So we move on to the chrome tree. So this chrome tree is going to utilize your tail lights, and it looks like some, I'm not really sure what that is. I think that's part of your, I'm not really sure what the heck that is. So there's that, and then you do have your stock wheels, which you won't be using in this kit, but you can. It's optional, but these are your stock wheels, and you do have your exhaust finishers on here as well. Your chrome is really shiny. This is really shiny chrome. With that, we have some poly caps for your wheels to slip onto the brakes. Alright, so let's move on to the first black tree, and this was containing, again, Tamiya, they do a lot of crazy stuff. Some parts are interior, some trees are interior, and chassis parts. There is your windshield wipers, again, left and right hand drive, and again, for your dashboards, this is your left hand drive dashboard with your top part separate, so you want to do a two-tone, makes it easier, but really nicely detailed on the buttons and stuff, which is really cool. And that goes for your windshield wiper, basically shroud right there. And then same thing, but for your right hand drive, so they have it all organized for your right hand drive wipers and wiper canard right there in your dashboard, so it makes it easier for yourself. There is your center console, again, your right hand drive. There is your door panels. You have a multiple-piece seats, front seats, which is awesome. And your left-hand drive center console. Okay, this one has some various interior parts. There is your headliner, your steering column, your pedal shifters, your shifter, and these guys look at your speakers. Yeah, your back speaker grills for your bass on the back. There is your front grille. And some random indicators, or fake vents, you want to call it. This Toyota Supra, which is a kind of bummer. There's a lot of fake vents, but Toyota does say you can make them functional from aftermarket. But There is more fake vents. Your rear window, your rear view mirror. There we go. And that's where your window transfer will go. And this is your A-pillars right here, which is really nice to separate because that is black on the real car. So you have to mask them off. Really cool. Alright, secondary, this contains most of your chassis parts. There is your rear suspension assembly. More body parts, looks like. There's your main chassis. Really nice. Your exhaust will go in there. Again, it is a curbside, but not too big a deal because you can't really see the engine in this car because it has a big engine cover. There is more chassis components. There is your trunk. Really nice. And these are for your stock wheels because your stock wheels are chrome and black. So again, it's optional. You can use these wheels if you want to, but there are custom wheels in this kit because this is the Toyota Supra Custom. There is your coils, more parts. There's your sway bar, steering, more suspension, sway bar assembly. There is your rear diff with CV axles. And here is your interior bucket. And that's where your speaker grills are because that's your sofa back there. Pretty cool. Okay, the only white tree in this kit is going to contain your body parts. This one is going to have your rear bumper. This one's going to have your front bumper right here. Really nicely detailed. There is your ducktail spoiler back there, which is really cool. Your Toyota badge will be right there. Here's your door handles, steering wheel, 2 different license plates for your Japan or European license plates, or Japan's for like basically US plates, but your European lights and stuff. And here is your bracing for your chassis. Here's your exhaust, rear view mirror, your underbelly, that is your engine cover, or basically under tray for your engine. There is your multiple piece seat for your front seat, which is really cool. So you can do that in red or white, whatever you want to do. Here is your brakes. Pretty nice detail on that. Really cool. Here is some more coils. And there you do have multiple pieces of your door panels as well, which is really cool. And for your center console, that is awesome. So you can do that in like red or something. That's really awesome. They mold a lot of these separately. And here is your exhaust. And that is your back brace for the back part of the car to stiffen up the rear end. Pretty cool. Alright, so we go move on to the tree that is pretty much almost unique to this particular kit. There is your rear assembly for your bumper, which is black. There is your front splitter area. And these are your custom parts. So this is going to be your custom side skirt. Those are your, what's it, for your wheels, for the Toyota emblem to go there or something. There is your custom, basically part goes behind your door. That's really cool. And there is your custom wheels. These are really nice. They're multiple spoke wheels, and again, really nicely detailed. So again, you can use the stock ones, but you do have these ones for this kit, which is really awesome. And it looks like more body parts. Was like part of your side skirt slash rear diffuser, you want to call it. And then there is your custom for your ducktail spoiler. So usually the main reason why you mold is separate is because I think they want you to do this in carbon fiber or in a different color. I'm pretty much going to do these parts in carbon fiber because that's what it shows on the art box. And it looks cool in carbon fiber, and that goes the same for your side skirt. So pretty cool. So there is your custom parts for this kit, particularly from the stock one. Move on to the main piece of this puzzle is going to be your beautiful body. Again, there's a lot of parts separate in this kit. Again, your hood is molded shut because again, it is a curbside. Your front and rear bumper are separate. Again, a lot of these are separate. Your vents are separate, which is really good. So really nice. I don't really see any mold lines on this thing. The way to mold it is perfect, so there's no mold lines. Again, you do have your 8 pillars separate because that is black. So really nice. So a lot of your basically contrast colors parts are separate. So that means it's that way you don't have any masking to do, which is awesome. Here's your gas filter cap. Pale lines are actually pretty decent, but I would definitely scrub them out just to make sure. But really shiny. You can see how shiny it is. You can literally just keep this in this white if you want to, and just keep it like this if you want. I mean, put on a clear coat, you're good to go. But I don't think you have to do that. But because I don't really see any mold lines on this thing at all, so there's very little cleanup on this body you have to do. Really nice. That's fantastic. Really good job, Tamiya. And then we can't skip out the wheels and tires. Again, you do have your front skinnies and rear fats, not by much, just a very, very little bit. But the tread pattern is accurate. There is no name brand on here, but these are usually Michelin branded tires. And I think these are real rubber tires. If not, then they actually really do feel like rubber. But I'm not sure if they are real. They don't smell real, but that means they might not be real rubber, but they do really feel like rubber, and they are very sticky. So really nice. And the Tamiya tires are just so accurate on the tread pattern. Just absolutely fantastic. Really, really nice. But after taking a very good look at this kit, guys, this is an awesome kit. So this is basically the same kit as the red one, the red art box, the one that Tamiya issued a couple years ago, quite a few years ago actually. But this one is a custom version. So basically a custom version, it has this front custom splitter, basically your new side skirt, this part right here, which I showed you earlier, and a new rear diffuser and a new ducktail spoiler. That's pretty much about it. And of course, going to be the big factor is your wheels. But as you see on the art box, these are carbon fiber. It looks fantastic. So that's the way I'm going to do mine. The carbon fiber looks really good on there. So again, you can do it in any color you want to, but it's not a big difference between this one and the stock one. But you do, if you want to use the stock one, or basically build it as a stock one, you can. You do have the stock wheels in here if you want to use those wheels. But this is a very good kit, and it's really, it's typical Tamiya standard. So really cool. And again, in this sheet, they tell you pretty much everything that is custom on this car, unique to this particular kit. So very cool. And there is no carbon fiber decals in this kit, but you can easily utilize the Scale Motorsports carbon fiber. You just gotta make templates and use Scale Motorsports. So, but they basically tell you that in the instruction sheet as well. But alright guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and until my next unboxing video, we will catch you next time.